The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Buffalo Bills. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Saints defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
7 yards there and a first down. The Bills hit 3-0 here in the month of September. They're coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide route for Cook. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
The 38-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
18 more yards.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Left side, Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. When you look at this Buffalo defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Here's Shuck. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That's taken on the 25. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Completes it to Coleman. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kicks away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of the game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
6-0 our score after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing, Chuck. Slant pass complete to Olave.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Chuck now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes we even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd down, shot from the gun. Drives the left side and finds Olave. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
44-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. The visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, their two drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To throw, it's Allen. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, the Bills send out Brad Robbins to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 9. To throw is shot. Little short pass here to Hill. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans! Alvin Kamara, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from capturing the lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday they'll press it a little bit. This might be the case.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They run again on first down. Cook will get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To the air, Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they're still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Now a hit. picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
2nd and 10. Now Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, New Orleans.
Quick throw to Olave. A beautiful fake. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
25 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. And throwing again here, Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw now, Shuck. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun, Shuck. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Kamara. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Again, Kamara. And he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5.
14. Bills 9.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half, and they came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And again, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Before he's taken down at the 27th. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
The 27-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Allen. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Allen. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Allen going to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
That's another Buffalo Bills.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Allen. That one too wide and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And the the Bills are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First down.
Allen going to audible to a different look. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Allen now on the sneak, and this time he breaks the play, and he's in for a touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. "35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Middle, 319.
Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken a 4th quarter lead.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And Oliver, that time they want to get in there and bring him down. Choked that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And room there to work it inside the 25. He was
close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh, no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out.